Hey class, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, middle of the night. I don't know when you're tuning in, but it's great to be seeing you here. Thank you so much for turning in your group project. I actually have those almost all the way graded right now, except for one very important final step. And those are, of course, our group project evaluations. That is telling me what you thought of the project, as well as how well everybody contributed together for the project. Now, before all that, I would like to start off our next unit of class by taking it way, way back and asking you, what's the very first thing that you remember? That's our attendance question today. What is your first memory? In my case, I think I was at my second birthday. The very first thing I think I can remember is being in my high chair and looking down at this cupcake that was all for me in my birthday. I think my parents were there. I believe they sang to me. And yeah, that's my earliest memory. For attendance today, please let us all know what's the first thing you remember. And then let's move on to your only activity for the day, the group project post-write. The group project post-write is the only thing that we will be doing today, and we have just a few simple questions to start you off. Beginning with, what was the most challenging part of this project? I know a lot of us struggle with the group project for a wide variety of reasons. In your own words, please tell me what you find challenging about working with a group. But for number 2, I would like you to think about the opposite. What were the biggest benefits that you got from working with partners? Hopefully there were other things that your group members did to benefit you and the essay as a whole. That is what I would like you to reflect on for number 2. Now, number 3 is the most important thing for our post-write today, and that's an evaluation of all your other group members. You may evaluate your group members in whichever words you choose, including just saying that you think everybody did a fine job. In fact, if you think all of your group members pulled their weight equally and you have nothing to say, I would like you to keep it simple. Just tell me that everybody did their fair share of work. However, if someone did not, I would like you to bring this up in the group project evaluations. Now, I have been keeping up with your groups. I used to be able to do that in person. However, I've been doing that mainly by looking at your Google Docs lately and seeing who's been contributing what to all of your projects. So I do already have a sense of how much different group members have contributed to this project, but I would also like to hear it from you and all of your group. In most cases, this will affect grades by plus or minus 10%. So for people that might not have been pulling their weight so much, if maybe you get a B paper, that could bump your grade down to a C. And on the flip side, if you have a B paper, but you seem to have put in more work than your share, that might bump your grade up to an A. That's putting it very simplistically. Mostly, I wind up giving group members the same grades on papers, unless there is some sort of issue. So keep in mind that your evaluations may be shifting things by up to 2 letter grades, which is pretty significant. In rare circumstances, I have to give somebody 0 credit for the group project. If I hear that you did not do anything at all for the project, and we have a discussion and you can't point to a part of the group project that you really wrote, you will be getting a 0 on this project. I don't want to do that to anyone, so I hope that you've all been pulling your weight. And if not, now is the time to let me know in the group evaluations. So please do that today. That is the only thing we have due. On Wednesday, we are going to be coming right back to our class to discuss your writing process and how you complete things as an individual. We'll be talking about some of the early concepts we discussed in class, such as what time of day you write, what are your strengths and weaknesses as a writer, do you have a certain routine you stick to? These are all essential things to be considering as we move on to online presentations of our writing process starting this upcoming Wednesday. More on that then, though. For the time being, thank you so much for participating in the group project. I know it can be a struggle, but it's great to see how you've all come together as a team.